Representatives from the Texas-based company U.S. LawShield met at the Comfort Inns tonight to give presentations to about 20 people. Among them were a Florida police officer and a lawyer who refused to be interviewed.
First priority, secure the scene as safe, and people don't stop to think about the preserving the evidence. But that is critical. If I'm involved in a critical incident, whether it's a shooting, whether it's a pursuit, or what have you, and we have crime scene there, I want them to pick up every blade of grass. I want them to pick up every piece of trash. I want them to collect everything, because evidence can be anything. So I'm going to cooperate 100%, 110%, and I want everything collected. I want them to do their job because they are the best at what they do. They have a passion for it, or they would not be in crime scene, I'm telling you.
The company, which calls itself a defense program, provides legal counsel and advice to gun owners for roughly $11 a month. For instance, some of those in the audience tonight asked what would happen if they were arrested after a bar fight that they didn't start.
Yes, sir.
About bar fights, are you covered if the weapon is not used?
Bar
Is it just,
fights?
yeah, let's say bar fights. You get into bar fights, of course you're defending yourself. Are you covered or not? If you do something with fist, not with weapon.
That's part of the legal situation too, but it, you know, common sense wise, as long as you don't throw the first punch, you're defending yourself. Okay.
So you're covered under the shield. It doesn't.
Well, we deal with. I don't know. What do you think about that one, Chuck? You would?
So if no weapon is used and you still hurt somebody.
Well, you're using your fist to defend yourself. As long as you don't throw the first punch.
The location doesn't matter. I think he's like touching. Yeah.
Can you yell at someone to instigate the fight and let them punch you first, and then you punch them second, and then does that count? Yeah.
U.S. LawShield is headquartered in Houston, Texas. In Texas, we're known as Texas LawShield. Outside the state of Texas, we're known as U.S. LawShield. U.S. LawShield is a legal defense membership organization. That means it doesn't necessarily have to mean that it's a gun or a knife to use as a weapon. It can be anything that you have to use to defend yourself and have the legal right to do so.
So you get a membership, you pay this how much is the membership?
$10.95 to be a member, and then we have a couple of add-ons. We have a 50 state protection, which is
you get legal, not to do you get free legal representation to cover your case, or like the outcome?
As long as you're a member of U.S. LawShield, you'll be represented by a Second Amendment attorney in whatever state your membership is held in.
Okay, so are there any exceptions to when you will receive coverage?
You receive coverage if they sign up tonight. They're automatically a member of U.S. LawShield tonight.
And it has to be like if you get charged with the crime of...
No, it is if something happens. If, say, you had an intruder enter your home and you chose to defend yourself, U.S. LawShield would send a U.S. LawShield legal defense attorney to represent you as long as you're a member of U.S. LawShield.
And is there a limit to how much money you can spend on these attorneys once?
Well, that's just the great thing about U.S. LawShield. You can be a member for $10.95, and if you end up having to go before a court of law, it doesn't matter how long it takes, how much it costs, we'll defend you for your membership at $10.95 a month.